That's rude.
What? What's rude? What's rude is not talking to your best friend for a fucking month. That's what's rude.
I know. And I was just thinking today, I was like, I can understand not doing the podcast or whatever because I've been super busy, but I haven't even talked to you in like a month.
Right.
That's
yeah. Pretty.
I tried making up for it a little bit with my like very cute happy birthday message on Facebook.
Okay, that's true.
I hope that gave me a little bit.
Public declaration of love.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
For all of our listeners, how many are we up to this week?
I don't
Now that we've lost all 12, because
there might be 2 left.
Right. All right, we're still going to claim 12. All right. So for all of our 12 listeners, okay, Frances Arlene Conley Lafferty does not, okay, and those are all of her identities. If you ever want to look her up, was not a public declaration of love kind of person. Ever.
It was hard to like do vows at my wedding.
Was it really?
Well, I just like got something off the internet. Don't tell Andy. He already knows because I wrote his too. So I'm imagining it's just going to keep worse. I'm going to stop talking now.
That is such a Francis story. Like, it is a Francis Andy story. I could not think of you never told me that. 20 years.
Well,
no.
Anyone that, honestly.
Well, now you've told everyone that.
You're welcome.
And you got to keep it in because this makes you look pretty crazy. And I've been re-listening, and I'm a little more nuts than you in this content. So please proceed.
I did want to say that I am going to attempt to just let AI edit this.
Oh my God.
So neither of us can say anything that we don't want to keep in.
Frances Arlene Conley Lafferty. You know that's fucked up. I come here ready to censor myself.
If I really have to, I always can. It's fine. It's not like it's going to be out in the internet universe immediately.
Okay, well, speaking of editing, we need to take down the vegan shit or cut me out saying all that vegan shit. Please.
Do you have a vegan girlfriend now?
I do. Yeah. Very vegan.
Yeah. She hasn't heard it yet?
So she knows it exists because I thought she should know this before she, but no, I don't think so because she just got the link this morning. So like, if you could just pull that down.
Well, right now. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you can leave this in because she knows I'm doing it. So
okay.
It's like a race. It's like a race to the vegan part. Okay. So like,
I hope she starts at the beginning and goes forward and not.
She has. Yeah. So she started at the latest one.
Oh no. She's going to get there first.
Is the vegan one in the first one?
It's like it was the last episode, I think.
Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll take that down. She's not finished with it.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't know. What did I say? I couldn't have said good things. I don't remember.
I don't know that you said anything super bad.
Okay, good.
I mean, you said that like none of it tastes good, which I mean, I think a lot of people feel that way.
So okay. Yep.
You couldn't understand why people were vegan, which was depending on why she's vegan, there might be a.
So she is vegan for all of the beautiful ways, like all the good ways, all the ways that are spiritual and beautiful and all the things and
all the ways you dogged on
1,000%. And I told her I dogged hard, which is why I'm sitting here talking to you having this conversation because well, and like, so okay, I'm not saying I'm vegan. Okay, I'm not. But like, no, I'm not vegan. No, don't get
Okay.
excited.
I
No.
mean, if you're even taking steps, I'll be happy about that.
Well, okay. How about 3 days at a Buddhist sangha?
Oh wow. All right. I haven't done
Yeah,
that.
we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I bet.
A ton.
Oh my gosh. All right, hang on. I do have to kick my dog out because I can't keep muting myself and he's snoring so loud.
Okay,
Can you
but
hear him
are you
or
sure
no?
it's him or are you farting? Because I just re-listened to that content. And the first thing this bitch says, AI, leave this in. The first thing this bitch says, Ollie farted 3 times. And I'm like, I just listened to that previous episode. And
I swear.
you have admitted on the air that you would
There is
blame Ollie.
I have and I would, but there's no
In the
reason
email.
for me to like blame him to you right now. We're not even in the same state.
You are literally talking to 12.
I know, but it's not like you just walked in the room and smelled a fart and was like, "Was that you?" And I go, "No, that was Oliver, clearly."
Yeah, but I hear it. It would be really embarrassing for you to admit that I can hear what you've got going on over there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess there is a reason for me. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, yes. That makes sense.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Okay.
All right. So are you
Yeah,
gonna
let me kick him out.
listen? Hang on. Are you gonna listen to um the AI edit before it goes?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's probably
for
just
sure.
gonna like cut out dead air and like
Yes.
double things and like
Yeah.
whatever.
It cuts out like the ums and whatever a
Okay.
lot.
Well, that's good. So
I will say there's stuff like I say like quite a
Ugh.
bit. Ooh, and I hate people that say like all the time. Like it's actually a personal pet peeve, but I didn't notice that I did it until I was editing. And you say right a lot. So you'll just make your
Right?
comment and then right. So those things, they won't be cut out because they
Right?
are actually part of language,
Mm-hmm.
Not like ums and
Is it
ahs and
like
shit.
an annoying? Like I need to stop doing it? Was that the feedback? Or
No. Okay, that would be an annoying amount, but no, we don't do it that bad. We're not that bad.
okay, good.
So I can handle it. If I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't let AI do it. I
All
would
right.
just keep doing it.
Yeah. And your tolerance level is
Yeah, I'm a
pretty
bitch.
low. If people aren't watching, that was my hand going from the
Of the screen. This is how tolerant you are. Oh my god.
on the floor. Okay, wait. We started this whole thing with a totally different thing. What were we first talking about?
Oh gosh.
What's the
I
matter?
can't. The headphones fog up my glasses.
Why do you need
It's
them and I don't?
I don't
Explain
know.
that to
Here.
me.
Let me try this again. See, my speakers is on my MacBook, but I can't hear it. I know what it is. It's because I have the speakers plugged into my MacBook, I think. Hang on, watch this. Okay, now say something.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Through my laptop.
Okay.
Look at that. I just
So,
teched myself.
so we're good without headphones. All right. Look
Oh
at the
my
freedom.
gosh. It's so hot. Ah,
Oh my God. So Melissa started to listen to this and she said already she fucking loves you. It's fine. She goes,
wait, why'd you say that's fine? Like, she said
what?
she already loves you? That's fine.
I was reading it.
Like, I hate it, but I'll allow it. It's fine.
No, actually, I told her that I want her to love you all. Okay, so we were saying cutesy things, and then she goes, also, total side note, but I feel like I know Fran. I don't actually do, but when she talks, she feels so familiar to me. I said, that's good. I want you to love them. She goes, I know I will. I already
Aww,
love Pam. All
that's
right.
awesome. Nice.
So she loves you.
Yay. He's not happy.
Well, now where is he going to fart?
Do you mean who am I gonna blame?
No, I was going to wait to say that once we started recording again.
Oh, that feels better.
What, without headphones, or did you put your AC on?
I just put my fan on.
Oh.
Without
I didn't know
headphones
how
and
miserable you were doing these.
terrible.
Okay. I was
All
having a
right.
great experience. I don't. Winter, I had my windows open.
Okay. When do you want to start again? Are we starting?
I'm starting
started?
again. Yeah, I think this whole time should be in there because
Okay,
it's
good.
funny.
What were we saying?
I don't even know. The start of it was you weren't calling and we weren't texting, and it was weird that we haven't
Yes.
talked. It wasn't even that we weren't doing the podcast, it's that we didn't even speak.
Yeah.
Weird because we went now like what, a year or more talking almost every day.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
bueno.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally my fault. I mean, I know work is not an excuse.
No, you.
I
Well,
was
I
working
said,
a lot.
and I was telling everyone it's your busy month. Did you get through it?
Yes. Yes, I did. And then when we were in Washington, my brother had called and asked me if, he was going to Texas to visit our mom and family and asked if I'd go. So that was just recently. I got back on the 13th. So that
Oh,
was like the 8th through the 13th.
how was that?
And
Okay, we got a lot to talk about.
oh my gosh, yes.
I don't
It's
even remember
interesting.
names,
You don't remember what?
all the pseudonyms.
Oh, I don't. So we have one for my sister Sam.
Sammy.
That's
Yep.
the only one we've made
Okay.
synonyms for so far. All right. So I can go into my Texas visit, but I feel like it's going to be a long conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good, right?
Well, I guess. Could be.
I mean, do you want to talk
We'll
about
see.
it? We don't have to talk about it. We could just
No.
do something different. We could talk about Buddhism,
We could talk about
Sanghas,
it.
and Birkenstocks.
So I was talking about my visit back home recently.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so I'm from a small town. It's Texas City, Texas. If you guys want to look it up on a map, you might be able to find it. It's a like dense industrial small town where the main industry is oil refinery or oil refining. I lived there like in the 90s, and you pretty much knew everyone. You like went to school with them or, or family with them or whatever. I wouldn't call it a rural town because there were, a grocery store and a high school and restaurants and stuff, but it was just a very small town. There's really like not anything to do there, but we were just going to visit family, so that really didn't matter to us. But going there always provides a fresh perspective for me and gives me like makes me grateful for my life. And I don't want it to sound bad. I just feel like, you know, making any decision along the way differently, I could have been right there in the same situation. And I don't know, like there's nothing they can do to better it. So fuck it, let's get drunk and let's get high, and that's just my day to day every day. And there's a part of me that is really sad that that's how it is for friends from high school and family. And then there's a part of me that knows that a a different life was totally doable. I actually couldn't even wait until I graduated. So I left my junior year, which could have been the worst decision I ever made, but I decided to just go and take the test and get my GED and put as much shit as I could fit in my car and drive to Florida because my oldest sister lived here. So it was really the only other place I had family. And it ended up being one of the best decisions, I know people still give me shit for dropping out of high school a year before, like, my final year almost. I got a job at CompUSA. I don't know if anyone old enough to actually even remember.
Whoa, what does age have to
this
do with
company.
this? Whoa.
What?
CompUSA
Well, I mean,
was around
went
when
out of business.
I'm not old. Keep going.
No? Was it around? I feel like it went out of business by the time I was like
No, like
25.
Comp and Best Buy were like when we
No, Circuit.
Circuit.
Circuit City and Best Buy were.
Oh, did I get
Dude,
that
this is.
wrong?
Yeah.
Did I forget Circuit City?
I think so.
I did.
And Circuit City did go out of business, but that's the one that
Yeah.
we were
Right.
always
Okay.
like
Okay.
competing with, kind of thing.
CompUSA.
But yeah, no, this was even before Circuit City and Best Buy. I don't know. I probably made like $5 or $6 an hour because I remember going, like, starting at Best Buy at $7.50 and just being fucking ecstatic, like over the moon that I was making $7.50 an hour. And it was tough, like, moving to Florida on your own, 17, like, didn't really graduate. You had your GED, but lo and behold, that shit really doesn't even matter. Like, everything I ever did in my entire life, career-wise, was, do you have your diploma or GED equivalent? It was always together in the same box.
Yeah.
It didn't matter at all. Yeah. And I ended up getting a job at Best Buy, and they gave me like full time, and I was a senior within like a couple months, and I was making more money than I could afford to go to school. So I just quit going to school. Just stayed at Best Buy for the next 14 years. But that doesn't even, it's not even like an extraordinary journey, Like, I didn't do anything crazy. I worked fucking retail for 15 years before I did anything of an actual career, So to me, it's just like, you could have done more, if you wanted to.
Okay. All right. Can I get in there? Just okay. So first, all of that is nothing short of extraordinary. First of all. So like there's a couple of things here, right? One is self-deprecating, right? And that's fine. That's you and whatever. Okay. Nothing is a big deal ever, whatever. Fine. That's just Francis. Great. Wrong, but great. So the other, like the other part of this though is like what you just adopted, right? This is not, it's not going to be kind. This, what you're saying about yourself, right? Is the same thing that everybody is saying by saying, come on, bootstraps. You got bootstraps. Come on. Right?
Oh my God, I know.
Okay. So like, I want to merge, right? Because this is your personal experience, what it's bringing out for you, right? And it's more, and I wonder, not to be your therapist, but I wonder if it's just easier to have that perspective than to believe you're extraordinary. And so like, I think those two things are playing each other right now. And like, you don't have any business being where you are. You don't. By all the rules of the world, you don't have the business being where you are, which is what makes you more resilient and more rare, and you're an anomaly, and you're able to do these things because you are extraordinary. Like, and that's okay to it's okay for me to say, I guess. Not okay for you to say, I guess. But like,
I know what you're saying. I totally agree. I try to recognize, like, I try to tell myself all the time.
there is whole studies of psychology around characters. There's a
Yeah,
natural thing that happens within you that is extraordinary, and that makes it. I think that's brilliant, but it's not something that everybody can do.
yeah. I know. I I know. I feel like a dick when I think that too. And even when when I'm hanging out with them and I see it and I get that feeling like, dude, why did you go down this path? We had the same, very similar situations. Mine, actually, honestly, I would say mine was even quite different because the majority of them just stayed there, worked at the fucking plant, but their families were there, their families stayed together. They weren't like, we ended up when I was very young moving to California, and my dad quickly got into the drug game, and by the time I was 6, he was in prison. So
What,
my life,
6 years old?
yeah,
Okay.
I was 6.
Okay.
But even that, I think, is like a totally different upbringing than like staying in Texas City, you know, and just staying in a fucking small town. My cousin told me she's never been on a plane. She's 55, never been on a plane. Like they don't want to see the world. I don't know. I also think that things like that kind of broaden your mind,
Sure.
broaden your perspective, like give you motivation and determination and shit. Like just staying there and that being your world, you're just like, well, I'm just gonna make the best of this, little
Yeah.
fucking place I'm in.
Yes.
But shit, I don't know. I mean, hey, if they're having fun every day,
Who's the joke on?
oh, right? Exactly.
We're getting up and going to work every day. Like, bitch,
Exactly.
there was a time that you and I would have loved that life. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah.
We are sitting in some judgment of our old selves, let me tell you.
That's true.
Because we were,
That's true.
well, I don't know if we were any better than that. Because
Yeah.
burning bras and peeing in cars, and I don't, it's just
Gross.
gross. No, well,
That was neither of us, but
no, but
being
that's
in.
who we hung out, which was interesting in their family.
But hey, I just explained where we came from, dude.
Whatever, bro. I had a great
Actually,
fucking time. And I was I went to school with like all these fucking squares. Like I was like, I met you and I was like, yeah, let's do this shit.
these people are fucking nuts. I'm about it.
Oh my god, now you're fucking dusting Barbie dolls in bars because
At
there's
the
too much
floor.
dust. Look at the life they're all missing.
Don't they realize they could just be as anal retentive as me? Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, what's the point? Why should I
Oh,
even like
stop. Just stop it.
want to wish on other
This is the
people?
same conversation we had about my bubble. They have permanent bubbles. Yeah, you have less to worry about when you know the world, when you think the world is this big.
Yeah.
But
that's their bliss.
right, exactly. But you've expanded your life, your mind, your perspective, your friend group, your life. Like, that's a success. Yes. We're just being funny. And sometimes it would feel great to have a little bit less to worry.
This much responsibility.
Yeah. I sometimes would like to smoke weed and do video games, and I mean, you could throw in meth or whatever, I guess. I don't know, is that what they're doing? And like, I don't know, a good week, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool. But then I'm gonna go back to my life where I have these kinds of conversations and I can, connect ideas and explore new ideas and evolve. And that's a beautiful capacity that you have. So, no, but it's still funny.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck. Oh, shit. I don't know that okay, so here's, and not to make this about me at all, but like, I guess what I didn't recognize was the amount of time that elapsed between that and the time we met. Like, it wasn't a lot of time. Like, so you left at 17, right? Came here, Comp USA, right? So I'm 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Like 5 or 6 years later, you met me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So 5 or 6 years later, you meet me, and then we kind of grow up together. Best Buy, blah, blah, blah. And like, I didn't realize that, like, all that, when you were telling me that story when we met, it felt so distant at the time, but it wasn't. Right? Like, that was basically the girl I met, right? Was that person who was figuring out, like, who you are and evolving and doing all these things. And I don't know. We did that. I mean, we did that together.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how foundational that was. Like, in the time of our lives that we met. Like, it didn't feel that way when we met because that's the time in our lives that we were. But in retrospect, that shit was like, that shit was primary. I never even thought about that.
Oh.
And like, it was kind of the same shit. Like, my life had just kind of broken in half. That's interesting.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll tell stories and I'm like, you were so young
Yeah.
that it's like, I can kind of recognize that you were just, getting there too because of how young you were. I feel like it took me so much longer to grow up than you. Like you were just mature. You were mature when I met you at 19.
I know.
And, like, I wasn't.
You would always tell me that I'm 40 or whatever. Like, I was 40 since I was, yeah, forever. Which is funny because I think I am less mature now than I was then, which is fascinating in some ways, right? Yeah, I don't know. I was like living on my own for the first time, like all kinds of shit.
When I first moved to Florida, I ended up renting a duplex. It was like a 1-bedroom duplex, and I lived next to gay firefighters. They were fucking hot. Best place I ever rented in South, hands down. And then I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. They're cute. I was like, I bet their place is a 1-bedroom too. Yeah.
Ah, I see what's going on. That's cute.
It was pretty convenient. It was super cheap. I don't even know. It was in Pompano.
Yeah. I mean,
don't.
shit was cheaper back then too. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being able to get a place for my first place was $700
Nice.
in Lake Worth. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't nice, but I don't know if you remember my first apartment, but that shit was. Whew. But yeah, that's crazy because when I was doing it, right? Like at the time when I was doing it, it was just what I was doing. It wasn't even like, it was just, I have no choice. This is what I've got to do. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be mad about it. I'm going to be pissed because it's not what my sister had to do. And I'm going to be pissed that my dad fucked up. And I'm going to be pissed, whatever. But I have to do it. There's no other option, right? Which is interesting. Because when I look back, I'm like, Couldn't do that again. I'm tired. I'm tired just thinking about it. I'm so tired. If I had to go back out, I'd be a mechanic. I can't do it.
No more school, please. Fucking, what's the easiest route to a job?
Seriously, I'm tired. No.
Yeah.
No. It's too much.
That's funny. If I were to do it again, I think I would do something that takes more school.
See,
Like,
yeah.
I
think it's
ended up
whatever your experience was, you were like, there's another way.
opposite.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I ended up, I think, somehow I ended up with the perfect job for me. I don't know how. Like, just my personality and everything, this is the perfect job for me. And I never knew it. It's not like I, took an aptitude test and it was like, this is what you should do.
Project
cool.
manager. That's your job.
Just fucking fell in.
Yeah. The project management. We talked about this before, but I'm gonna say it again. You said it was your Virgo or your Libra or whatever the fuck you said. Libra?
Virgo. Yeah.
Damn it. Is that like the operationalizing one? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very organized, structured.
I have Virgo somewhere that has me using that to like structure things because I'm not naturally structured. Anyway, as a Cancer. Anyway,
Nuts.
I just had an astrology reading. We could talk about that also, but anyway, over there.
What is that like?
I'll tell you all about it. It was crazy. It was okay. Fuck. Please do that. Rabbit holes. Okay.
Oh, okay. So anyway, to wrap up the Texas visit.
Yes. Go.
First, when I was there, I don't even know if this is gonna be like. If you were here, you might hit me.
Okay. Good thing I'm not.
Okay.
Good thing I'm not. But I'm gonna hit you verbally.
You're not.
I'm gonna hit you verbally. Yes. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Oh no, I want to know more about how we were meant to be friends and grow into these beautiful humans that we are. We don't want to stop that conversation. You can wrap up the Texas, but we're going back to how beautiful we are. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So while I was there, this is not the place where you have a debate about Trump ever. This is where you'll hit me. I feel like I gained a little bit of an understanding of their perspective. I think I understand how they got there and what keeps them there. I think I always knew it really, but I don't think I ever really tried to articulate it in like, I don't know. I don't want to say that I came up with the reason that all people are Trump supporters, like not just Republicans, but Trump supporters, because I can understand Republicans and Democrats totally different than I can understand somebody actually being a Trump supporter or MAGA.
Tell me, what is it? Because this is a question I've had. How many times have I asked this question on this podcast? What is it? What is it?
Okay,
because this is gonna go long. Okay,
this is gonna go long.
It's gonna go real long, but okay. We have asked this question. We have asked this question a multitude of times. What the fuck are Trump supporters thinking? Why and how have they tricked the people who they hurt the most into voting for them? We have asked this question, and Francis has an answer. Okay. No pressure.
Okay. As I said, I don't want to say this is everyone's reason. This is just what I picked up on.
Enough with caveats. You say it.
First, I had to consider where their grievances come from, and I can understand them. So, like, the economic and cultural context, creating winners and losers, job displacement, the like, what is it called? Like gig economy or whatever, where there's like more temp jobs than there are union jobs that have stability and fucking benefits and shit. And wage stagnation, especially coupled with the rise in fucking cost of living. those things, like, those are real things. Those are things that actually fucking happen to everybody. And they create resentment towards institutions, our fucking systems that they think have just been set up against them.
They have.
Like, well, yeah, I think it makes them more susceptible to a leader that taps into those grievances as a way to unite them together with like a common enemy, and then also divide us as a country, like fucking in group, out group. That the like inequality in the group leads to just loss in like the belief of our democratic system. But where I believe that Trump has fucking successfully tapped into these people is I think there's three main things that he does extremely well and why they follow him the way that they do. And it's fear, anger, and like a sense of belonging. He taps into their fear, making them feel like their rights and values are under attack and that they're just being wronged or ignored. And the emotional appeal is really just a strong driver for, any political action. I don't know, his rallies against like the elite or the political establishment, which was our terrible government before he came along and saved it, right? Like that, I don't know, just the deep state that he's always talking about. I don't even know. I had to look up what the fucking deep state was. People fall into this shit so easy. And Trump portrays all of these things as things that are responsible for America's decline and the working class's economic struggles. And, his rhetoric positions him as the hero, the champion, the fucking guy that's gonna fix all of their problems. So it's like he instills fear. He just makes shit up and says, this is what you should be afraid of. And then this is how I'm going to save you from it. So that's one.
Sounds familiar? Yeah, keep going.
Oh yeah, no, this is total, like, not just dictator, but cult.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Uh-huh.
So another is anger. He makes these threats feel like immediate and personal, which creates like insecurity and vulnerability, and then draws these people to like think that he's the person that understands their problems and that he has all these promises to protect their way of life or to better it, and he's gonna fulfill those things for them somehow. So not only are they fearful, now they're also fucking angry, and he creates like common enemies to be angry towards. They need, well, I can't buy a house because of the immigrants that came in and fucking took up all the housing. No, you can't buy a house because in 1990 it was fucking $80,000 to buy a house, and you made $40,000 a year. Now you make $80,000 a year and a house costs you $400,000. So fear, anger, and then belonging. Okay. This is, I think, the most important one. And I think this is the one that he does so fucking well. Like, I think this is a crucial aspect of his appeal and making his supporters feel part of something larger than themselves. Like, his rallies and the welcoming atmosphere is intentional. They'd share this identity and common fight against their enemies, with collective sense of purpose. And then there's this guy telling them why they're where they are, how they fucking got there, who to blame for their life being that way, and then what to do to have fucking purpose and meaning. And it's so fucking appealing, especially the ones that feel marginalized and feel left behind and feel afraid of societal change. Like, that's a big fucking thing. And, he just offers them fucking purpose and direction. And I feel like the more they're pushed, the more they're pressured, the more they will fucking stand and go, oh, I have to do the right thing. Because, like, they feel they're right. He creates this, like, unwavering fucking loyalty because he does this stark in-group, out-group fucking division. He does it so well. He clearly defines who the enemy is and who the real Americans are. And he solidifies a bond between them, I think. And it's like watching a movie, like any fucking movie where there's good versus evil, Star Wars. You're watching the movie and you're clearly on Luke Skywalker's side against the fucking Darth regime or whatever the fuck it is. And you know who the good guys are fighting the bad guys, right? MAGA thinks they're fucking Luke Skywalker, dude. And the left is like the fucking Darth guys. That's what they think. And so every time they're pressured, it's like more of a reason to keep fighting the fucking, as the rebellion type thing. It blows my mind because it really, like, I mean, I've always heard Trump loves the poorly educated, hands down, totally agree with that. But I think it's these things, like these emotional things, that actually connect them to him and keep them connected to him, no matter fucking what. And it doesn't matter, all the shit they fucking say doesn't matter. Like, normal shit that matters to like Republican or whatever doesn't fucking matter to MAGA people. It's all emotion. It's all how they feel. And I don't know. They're just victims of a rigged system or a culture under assault by the fucking radical left. Like, that just identifies them as like the fucking underdog in the fight of the corrupt establishment, and they just have to keep fighting the fucking good fight, like, yeah. And I don't even know what to fucking do about it. Like, I could give you facts all day long and it would do nothing. Not a fucking thing. So what do you do?
That's the other question that we asked on this podcast 1,800 times.
It would be kind of a miracle if the whole fucking Epstein thing is actually what breaks them. But there are a lot of people, like diehard Trump supporters, that are breaking away from him right now because of this. So I really do hope that that's something. Okay, so I was looking at like how cults develop and how you break away from it, And so, like, one guy said he was in a cult for years, and like while he was in it, never would have believed that he was in a cult. And he said the only thing, it's like a house of cards. He said as soon as one card falls, the rest will start falling. He's like, and you just have to wait for that fucking first card to fall. As soon as there's a lie, you will start seeing the other lies. There could be 50 fucking lies right in front of you, and you'll believe all of them until there's one that you just won't believe. And I'm hoping the Epstein fucking files is the lie that people just won't believe, and then they'll start seeing through his bullshit.
Do you think that's actually going to happen?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think anything about Trump is about ideas or policies. He's just tapping into this spectacular fascism, but it's been updated for reality TV, you know? Like,
But that is exactly what's happening.
yeah.
Right? Like it's not like what's really interesting about what's happening for me as you talk about this is that is exactly how I feel about them.
Who? MAGA?
Uh-huh. They are Darth Vader. They are what we need to rebel against. They are the establishment. They are the fucking problem. They are unregulated capitalism. They are all the things, but you know why you can't see that is because you haven't expanded your perspective. And I don't know if we didn't know any of this, right? It's quite well eloquently stated in three different, very distinct categories. And which is
Notes.
but it's true. And like I think do we have a responsibility to try to influence this when we know it's an exercise in futility?
Mm-hmm.
Is it our responsibility to? We know they exist, right? They are not the ones swaying elections. Like, I don't think Texas is ever going to be purple. Okay. And is that okay?
Yeah.
Like, and I think, and I can't believe I'm even about to say, this is this week. I'll be right back, I'm sure. But like, hmm, no, I can't. Like, not that it's not forgivable, right? Like, it's not like individual blame is what they do, right? Like, individual blame is what they do to reinforce and make their racism okay and their rhetoric and all these things, right? It's blaming the immigrants themselves. It's they're rats. It's the blaming the black community. They don't work. It's that like, it's like all this like, and I do that. Like we're doing that, right? I'm feeling like more and more like it's helpless to hang on to like what should be. It's fucking helpless. It's like, so what's the alternative to that? What's the alternative? You turn inward? Maybe have a selfish phase, right? Like,
Yeah.
stop watching the news,
Yeah.
become part of the problem because that's what we say, right? Like as progressives, if you're not doing anything, you're part of the problem, right? You're just sitting by, you're allowing it to, right? I can't tell you how easy all of that is for me to feel and even like jump back into right now and feel so secure in saying it. And then like, there's also this other perspective of like humanity that I've been sitting in, right? I just had a lot of days in a Buddhist Sangha with a lot of like the perspective being suffering, right? And if you're looking through a lens of suffering, if I could actually look at those people and think about how they actually experience life, like they get up, I bet their body hurts, right? And I'm sure that their life is shorter. And I'm sure that they eat like shit. And I'm sure that their heart hurts. And I'm sure that their arteries hurt too. And when you think about the way that they live life, and if you're looking through the lens of like this existential, like, and we talked about, it's funny because I was re-listening to our episodes, and this is connected to Danny, and like, he was so existential, right? And what I was saying was, oh yeah, it's so convenient and privileged to be sitting here in this very, very elevated perspective, and doesn't it eliminates, your responsibility for what's happening on the ground, right? And I'm struggling with that myself, right? Because this is even existential higher than him. This is existential spiritual. This is like spiritual. Like, at what point in life did I ever like think that value set could be more important than what happens on the ground? And I don't. Okay, don't hear me wrong. Okay, but like, when I am looking through that frame, I feel nothing but empathy for those humans. And I have not been able to get there. Ever. Ever. You know that. Like, I have not been able to feel a single bit, even a little bit, of empathy for those people, right? And I have been othering them since election 2016, okay? Like, othering. Like, those motherfuckers, they're so dumb. They're fucking whatever. Okay, maybe all that, I don't know. I don't know what the SAT scores are, or if they even take SATs, okay? But all I'm saying is, right, if we're looking through, I just ruined it all right there, right? No, okay. I said I'll fuck everything for humor, okay? Always said that. Anyway, if you look through the lens of suffering, it's like that right there is, I feel better with that perspective. Is it? And the whole thing about Buddhism really is to remove the I, right? And to start looking at the collective health, or the collective, like, and the only way to really do that is to like see everybody as a human through suffering. And when you're suffering, just hope for less suffering for yourself and for everybody else. Like, and that collective spirit, right? Like, and if I'm able to do that, like, I don't have the hate feelings right now. And then I think, oh, that's successful because I'm not feeling it. And then back to self, and we can do the whole thing all over again. But like, it's just like, it feels better not to hate. And I've been talking about how much they hate and how fucked up it is that they hate. And I hate them for their hate. Like, when does it stop? Like, when does it stop? And the interesting thing is, like, I truly believe that the people you're talking about, like, I have way more empathy for them than I do for my father. Talk about choice. Okay? Like, there's choice there. Okay? And I will try to apply this to him one day. Okay? But like, that's hard for me. Right? I don't know. That's where my head went.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to come and hit you, because I don't think you should have been arguing with a bunch of people who are suffering, because that's my headspace right now. Maybe next week will be different. But like,
that's why I said, like, by no means do I think that this is why all like Trump supporters are supporters.
yeah.
Like, I don't think these would be the same main reasons for your dad.
No.
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 This is what drives this group.
Yes, right. And I can apply this to them. I think I've always been able to do a sample of that, like something like that, right? Like, I don't know. I struggle. And I
know.
feel better now talking about it this way. And even if that's selfish, it's like, then the argument is like, if enough people adopt this, right, there would be a much more peaceful climate, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like I said, I believe even every fucking Trump supporter, no matter the reason why, when they are pressured, they will push back even harder.
Yeah.
I see it all over fucking social media. Every time they're confronted with the truth a comment, anything, they push back harder. And it's not with facts, it's with emotion, it's with, oh, that's fake news, it's with all these are, made up and lies, like just whatever it is, it doesn't matter. They'll just continue to push back. They'll shut down and push back. I loved the whole fuck around and find out thing. But shit like that is just gonna push them further into believing that they're on the side of good, And the only thing that I could say could help is because I do believe that a lot of these things are very cult-like. Sorry, that's my honest.
They are. That doesn't take that away. Yeah, no, all the same things are true.
The only thing I can say to that is to question everything. He thrives on blind obedience and unquestioning loyalty, right? We see that for sure right now with these Epstein file things and his Truth Social posts. Like, are we still talking about the Epstein files? This is unbelievable. Like, if you're still talking about this, then you're not really my supporters, or I don't want your support anyway. Like, just the fucking shit. If you don't see what he is trying to do with shit like that, anyway, I would just say to protect yourself or whatever, always question what you're being told and do your own research. Please, people, do your own research. If something doesn't feel right to you, like, trust your gut. If you feel like you are being pressured to conform, trust your instinct, seek outside resources and perspectives. And by that, I mean, turn off fucking Fox News. Why is it on in the house all day? I will say Fox News always puts him in a very good light. Like,
of course he
must. Oh, actually, well, I just saw that, like, Rupert Murdoch is the one, like, he owns Wall Street Journal, and apparently Trump sent Epstein a birthday card on his 50th birthday, and they just put it out. And he's, like, owner of Fox News. So, like, that's kind of weird. He was on something saying, like, Obama and fucking Biden and shit made up the files.
Yep.
They made them up, but never used them against him in either political campaign. Like, what? Why'd they make them to not use them?
I'm sorry, are we surprised? Like, I don't, okay. All right.
No.
We know that
I'm not surprised. No, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Donald Trump was, like, the COO of Epstein's organization, dude. Like,
they're both from Palm Beach, bro. You don't think rich people who rape whoever the fuck they want stick together? Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't start the funding for that fucking thing.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure.
I imagine he's probably not just a client, but also the president. Whatever the fuck that commercial was. I'm not just the president, but also a client. Some hair commercial. Anyway.
Ugh.
Very.
And I'm back. Yeah. These is the These were the person everyone.
That didn't take long that time.
Nope. Oh, God.
I don't know, man. It's so crazy to me.
It is fun.
I heard a quote or something that was like, a common side effect of toxicity is leakage. So it won't take long for people to just find out how toxic people are. And we're only like 7 months into this, although I feel like people should have fucking recognized the first time around, or even before he was president. He was a disgusting human to me before he was president.
Obviously.
But
what? Like, what is this news? What the fuck? Like, real question. Oh my God. Why is this news? You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna stay in my centered place. Okay? I don't.
Yeah. Just Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha. Breathing all of it in, hot. Breathing it out, white.
So how was this You did 3 days?
Like, it's in the mountains in Colorado, so, like, we just drove each day.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm thinking it was 2 days. Was it 2 or 3 days? Hang on. 3. Yeah, 3 days. So
Okay.
so Melissa's Buddhist and is not part of, but wants to be part of, and is going through all the things to become part of this sangha.
That's cool. What kind of stuff did you do there?
Like teachings. So, like, they have I wish I understood better, but I was there to, like, understand why it's important to her, and, like, oh, the the most significant thing that kept happening to me were, like, the concepts that I've been talking to you about, like, for the last year, right? Like, the connection points and the like, opening myself into, like, more vulnerability and how that's been really impactful in, like, connections and my friendships and all these things, right? Like, all of that completely predates this experience at the Sangha, right? And I'm like, "Alright." And I know you have tits on your arm. I know I make fun of you. I don't like Buddhism. I don't fucking know. I know vegan and you and yoga. I don't know. Like, you know, I don't know any of this. Like, I never I I always thought it was bull, like, truthfully. And I can say any of this because I have said this to her, and how transformative it is to be actually, like, in the environment where the principles actually live, right? Like, when you do that, you take out, like, the pretense of, like, the performative bullshit that you see in Boulder, right? And, like, the preachy shit that you hear from vegans and, like, like, all the annoying shit that's tied and connected to actually this really beautiful concept, right? Like, all that goes away when you're, like, in this very spiritual space, right? And I'm like, "Okay." And then the feelings that I have been feeling, right? Like the connection and the vulnerability and the rawness and all of this, like, is Buddhism, which is I, I was like, I'm sorry. Like, and so I'm hearing like these teachings and I'm like writing in my journal because it's bringing up all kinds of shit to me. And I'm not going to be Buddhist, I don't think. I struggle with reincarnation. That's a whole thing. Like, I struggle with a lot of the concepts, right? Like, I don't know that I could actually ever put animals on the same level as humans, right? And my brain just compartmentalizes value that way because I'm a social worker, and so that's hard. But conceptually, it's beautiful, right? Like, and like spiritually, it's beautiful. I think the practicality of it is hard for me. Like, there's a lot of things. So I don't know that I'll ever be part of the Sangha or like all the things, but I do know that like so many of the concepts that I know have made me feel better. My life feels better, my body feels better, my friendships feel better, my relationships are better, like, everything is better about my life right now because I've leaned into things that now I have a name for, and the names and the concepts came at me from this new space that I was sitting in, right? And so that feels like another thing in my life that I want to explore and another like, because it feels like the next maybe that's the next thing. I don't know. I do know that after those 3 days, I felt really weird eating meat and didn't. But it's just such a sacred space. I watched someone sob because they hit a squirrel on the way to the Sangha, and I'm like, she really feels that. Like, I think the most it would have gotten out of me is, "Oh, fuck."
I would have cried.
See, oh,
I hold on.
cool. But when you put the lens on of, like, beings and interconnectedness and like and nothing not like what I'm putting into the world is could be as impactful as the fight I'm fighting, right? Like,
Yeah.
so it's really about how you want to do it. And I've also really explored the concept of like how I want to walk through the world here. I don't want to walk through it angry. Like, I really don't. I don't want to
Mhm.
feel that for me. And maybe that's selfish and whatever, but like, I don't know. This feels better. And I'm making more
Yeah.
connections, and I've impacted, I think, more lives by just being kind and connected and compassionate, which is who I naturally am anyway. So like, why just lean into authenticity and see what life is giving you right now and like whatever. And it just seems to be aligning and I don't know why. Maybe next week I'll tell you that now I feel fine with the idea of reincarnation. I don't know. But I don't right now. So that's
I who the fuck knows is what I like. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I've always just thought that you die.
yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, me too. And I still kind of do. But like,
Yeah.
I do truly believe in the concept of what you do when you're here is really impactful. Right? Like how you show up, how you treat people. Right? Like, and I've always said that.
I believe in karma.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do believe, like,
Wow, I really understand what that means. I don't know. There's a lot of concepts that are really fucking cool. There are a lot of concepts that feel a little woo-woo. And I just enjoyed the people and the environment and the spirituality and the teachings were, oh my God. And Fran, like, they use the word ego, like, as the enemy, like, in their teachings. I'm like, okay. Like, you know what I feel like? Okay.
I'm the baddest bitch in here. Y'all are just mad.
You just wish you had ego like this. What you mean? Yeah. No, I mean,
you've tried vegan food and you liked it?
I've eaten tons of vegan food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
but what's really interesting about that is that it's not a far thing from kale and chicken. Now it's kale and tofu if we're together or like whatever. Like it's not I'm still eating chicken like I don't know that I ever can't. But
yeah.
I just don't know how to get
I
don't know how to eat enough tofu, honestly.
I couldn't get enough protein within my calorie budget per day. I didn't mind eating vegan. Except I love yogurt. Like Greek yogurt. I could eat all day, fucking every day. And I really never found a good alternative. That was probably the one thing that I had a hard time with. That and cheese, but I could just give up cheese, which is a weird thing. A lot of people.
Well, and I would have called you fucking crazy. Like at any point previous to this health thing that I'm doing because I don't eat cheese. So like
cheese is it's just a shit ton of calories. It's like
fucking delicious and a keto staple. So I think I've had my fill. Yeah. I think during keto I was like that was indulgent on the cheese. That's fine. Here's some kale. It's fine. Like, yeah, I told you my cholesterol was like fucking.
Yeah, no, it's the keto diet's not good for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all you're eating.
Yeah.
And meat and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho. Oh, I was gonna ask you, have you learned about Buddhist monks?
We haven't really talked much about my time in Vietnam, have we?
Oh, no. I totally forgot you were in Vietnam.
Yeah, with Buddhist monks. Yeah.
We should totally talk about that. But you didn't get into Buddhism at all when you were there? Like, you didn't...
So, we did, and I didn't know it.
Oh.
Because it just is. It's not like, oh, here's this Buddhist camp on the edge of a mountain in very white Colorado, right? Like, that's not what it looks like there, right? Like, it just is. And so, like, what we did was go to the pagoda of education and the temple of whatever, right? And, like, of course, there are monks there. And there's a remembrance thing for Ho Chi Minh. And there's, like, monks at every, like, stop that you go to. Like, it just is. Like, Buddhism is part of the environment, part of the culture. And then my professor, the person we were actually there with, is Buddhist. And we just always thought, yeah, okay. like whatever that means. I don't know. Whatever. We love you. Okay. And so, but then where she brought us was always very Buddhist. And so she didn't tell us this is a Buddhist temple and what you do in a Buddhist, like she didn't say that. She was just like, take your shoes off, put your hands like this. And we did the things that we respected the space, but she didn't want,
But didn't lie or
right. And she was like, because you don't need to be Buddhist to love, right? Like just to do this work kind of thing. And that was always what she said. And so like she would just do it so we weren't either embarrassed or embarrassing her, I think. And we weren't disrespecting any Buddhist space. So, but yeah, a lot of what I saw and a lot of what I experienced was very much what I was doing in Vietnam. And what's interesting is that when I was exposed to it then, I kind of had an existential, that's when, I don't know if you remember, that's when I broke up. That's when like, I was like, I can't do this to her. And like, I know her, like all that time, that was like during and after Vietnam. And then
oh,
grad school just like took me to, you know, whatever. But
yeah.
like, this almost feels like a revisiting of whatever that existential moment was. So yeah. Anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to call it that, but it was. I don't know. I actually talked to Melissa about you, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's tied to Buddhism, but she was vegan and she has tits on her arm, and I don't know what the tie is because I've been too much of an asshole to
This
ask.
is, well, she's a Hindu god, but Hindu and Buddhism are very,
I guess
a lot of their shit's tied
they share
in
it
line.
because Tara was mentioned 100 times. I don't
Yeah.
even know, like, there's different
I
kinds
don't
of
even know the
Buddhism or
difference
different
between the two.
eras of Buddhism. Vajrayana,
Maybe.
Mahayana,
Oh,
Samtharana.
oh, cool.
And she's in one of
Yeah.
those. I see, and this is what I mean. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know any like of the technical stuff. And so it was
Uh-huh.
a lot of it was hard because it was like assumed, right? Like assumed knowledge and like the teachings and like, so I like keep looking at Melissa. I'm like, what the fuck is Vajrayana? Right? Like what? And she would be like, it was just wrong. I was like, oh, okay. But the teachings were great. The teachings were things that I know and I've been experiencing. So that's cool.
I would like that. I would have gone.
Yeah, I think you should. I was thinking about you like the whole time. I was like, she would fucking love this shit.
Well,
Yeah, you think you would. And I learned how to meditate, which apparently there's a whole thing.
yeah, you learned.
I
It
did.
took me a long time.
I mean,
Actually.
I learned what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying I learned how to do it. Gotcha. I learned,
It took me a while to successfully do it
yeah. I have successfully done it.
because,
I have.
yeah,
Yeah, not for very long, but
even like trying to go to sleep, it's just really hard to shut my brain off.
mhm.
So, so meditation was really hard for me.
Yeah. Well, it kind of fucks me up because like I don't know this particular type of Buddhism. I don't know. They say to keep your eyes open because it's important to have, I know, and like concentrate, not even concentrate, but concentrate on nothing with like a very shallow stare is what they call it. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Because it's
Okay.
important that all of your senses are engaged in what you're bringing into whatever. And I'm like, I can't. I have to do it with my eyes closed. That's like a level of like distraction that I'm not ready to turn off or I
Right.
can't. I don't know how. But closing my eyes, I've been
Yeah.
able to get into a meditative state and it was for like just a few minutes. Like they're doing it for like 40, 50 minutes. I'm just like I'm like opening my eye.
Anybody else up yet? Take a nap.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it kind of almost feels like a nap. Like you're conscious, but like you're just blank. I mean, there was a lot of cool shit. And like it was cool to see why it's important to her. It makes sense why it's important to her. I still can't get with a lot of it. Um, and like I also really struggle with like the bolderness of it here. Not at the Sangha, but like just in Colorado, it's like a little culty, right? Like you'll see the guys in the man bun with the, you know, hemp or whatever the fuck kind of clothes and like his, you know, beads around his neck and like doing this in the street. And it's like, just stop. Like, it's like so performative. And then you go into that space and they take it so seriously. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of man buns, but I think they actually, you know, they're there for a reason, kind of thing. But
I mean, I think like with anything,
yeah, it's true.
if there's something people can exploit, or if there's something people can
Right.
just fucking,
Right.
if they make themselves believe that they're something,
Yeah.
but not live by it,
Wait,
whatever,
I mean, conceptually, it's fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
so I
It's
will.
also like, I don't know that everyone could do it all the time either.
Right.
Like, I don't know
That's true.
how. Even to be vegan, dude, that takes
Oh, she's
quite a
very,
bit.
very, very, very much committed to being vegan. Yeah.
Outside of the house, it's very difficult to do. I had to like prepare.
Yeah, and so that's the thing, like, we just eat at vegan restaurants because there are so many here. Like, so many. And I just get tofu. I love tofu. Like, it's just easy for me because it's not that much of a jump to what I would be eating normally, and that's fine. So, like, we go to vegan restaurant, there are beautiful salads. I fucking love salads, right? So it's like, it's just easy. And then if we want junk food, there's vegan junk food in fucking Denver that is slamming.
It was like a misconception that vegan diets were healthy,
Yes.
and that's not
Right.
the case. Like, you can have a very
Unhealthy
unhealthy vegan diet
yeah.
if you wanted to.
Yeah. There are vegan milkshakes. I mean, obviously, okay, so I'll just say shakes. There are vegan shakes that are just fucking slamming. And my stomach doesn't do well with dairy. So, like, the idea
Nice.
that I could have that tasting like that and it's not dairy, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
we get down on some vegan shakes. But Denver is lucky because, like, this is a very, very vegan friendly city. Like,
Mm.
I think we'll probably struggle when we're in Florida. And
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm getting all my food. Like, girl, we're gonna have to pack for you because it ain't happening. Mm-mm. But, like, what's our leftovers? I can't go to Florida and not have leftovers. Like, do they have fried tofu? I doubt it. Okay.
Yes. They have dishes that they're made vegan.
Dishes?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a vegetable and coconut rice thing, like coconut milk rice thing, that's really, really good.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna be there August 1 through 4.
August 1 through 4?
Yeah.
That's it?
I know.
Okay.
Because I took off for New York and then Sangha, and then I want to go to Sedona. I invited you. I don't know if you can come yet or not.
I don't know if I'm gonna make Sedona.
You can.
Well, let me know when I can see you when you're here, and I'll take off Friday or Monday if that's when I can see you.
Nice. Love that. Whatever day works for you, the only commitment I have is Saturday. No, sorry, Saturday night, which is my grandmother's 90th. So it's like, it's just her 90th birthday, and then I don't have any other plans. And I feel not at all obligated to do anything but hang out with the kids, and I'm gonna invite them to the pool one of the days, and you're welcome to come to that too. But any other time or day is yours. And Christy won't be there either, so I don't even have to split my time there.
You rented a place with a pool? Where?
It's just it's like a Hilton, but it's on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. But we'll drive out to you.
Lauderdale.
Yeah, we'll drive out to you. I have to come up for my grandma and all those things anyway. I just wanted I wanted beach access, like, for the morning so that I can have that. And it was so expensive in Palm Beach County. Like, I just couldn't even, like,
Oh, yeah.
It was nuts. Like, I'm not even gonna be, like, using the spa or the pool. Like, I just want beach access because I don't wanna have to drive to, like, get to access to have a morning on the beach to myself and my coffee and my right, like, all the things. I just wanna be able to do that. Oh gosh, so expensive. So the cheapest one I could find was, like, in Pompano.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Actually, I think You know what? I was looking at a couple of them. Let me make sure that is the one I chose. But none of them were in Palm Beach because fuck. How are y'all living there anymore? Like, Jesus. That shit's nuts.
Well, I got at the crash of 08, so.
Right? Good for you. It's Deerfield. Hilton Deerfield.
Oh, okay.
So
That's actually not even a bad drive. I could jump on 441, and it's like,
nice. Yeah, well, yeah, actually, that's
actually
closer to Boca than it is Fort Lauderdale. Sorry.
yeah.
Well, good. Yeah. So
Mhm.
any day, let me know. You can take off both days and we can just do all things.
I could probably swing that.
Word.
And then I'm in Japan for 2 weeks in September.
Oh,
Yes. Super excited.
you shouldn't be.
I don't know why you hate Japan.
I don't hate
Reason.
Japan. I don't. Oh, please. I don't hate Japan. I hate being stoic. When I'm on vacation, I want to be able to do and say and chew gum and curse and wear whatever the fuck I want and not be stared at. And
You can't chew gum in Singapore.
I know, but you are looked at as an American chewing gum.
Okay, so I did hear that the only time you would be looked at is if you dress like, slutty.
That was the best you can come up with. That was it.
Okay, I don't know.
Exposed.
Yeah, exposed. Oh, I think they even said like no bra, which is kind of weird.
Oh, well, look at you. You never wear a bra. What are you going to do? Say it's not true.
I often wear sports bras. I have a sports bra on right now.
Say you wear bras all the time, friend.
All the time.
Liar. Ever since that job
All
was
the time.
done. Ever since that job was done, baby.
Actually, I never once went braless until I had my boost.
Of course
done,
not.
Which
Me
is,
either.
of course.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
going to get them done, but that's why I don't go braless.
You're funny.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you were gonna tell me about a psychic reading.
Oh, not a psychic reading, but an astrology reading. Is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
astrology reading.
Okay, I will not do this justice. So I will send you the results and things. So like there's houses and and charts and there's a lot. There's a lot. I just read the words. I let her interpret the thing. I don't know, whatever. Okay. But it was a birthday gift from Melissa to do a couples reading to see if we're compatible. So it has, yeah. So it has and I was thinking like, okay, I believe ish in it. Ish. Energies, things, and there are a lot of accuracies that I can admit to, right? Like, absolutely. But you know my brain. Like, it is very practical. I'm a very logical and very practical human. And if it doesn't make sense to me in my very structured way of understanding the world, I struggle with it, right? And I think in the last bit of time, maybe that's getting a little bit easier for me to start to look at things differently, right? And so I'm going with an open mind and all the things. So I don't know how to necessarily look at that chart and interpret it for you, right? To give you all the things that I was given during the session, but like basically it's like Cristina has this in as her moon sign, which is Leo, and Melissa has Leo in this house. And what that means is that these two things will either get along or conflict in these ways, right? Like that's kind of what it was. There's a lot of that. And so like there was like one of the things that so I'm a Cancer and she has she has cancer somewhere that would have us attach quickly. And I was like, oh, outside of the idea that we're lesbians, right? But like, that same. But like, it wasn't actually a good thing necessarily. It was like you all could have the propensity to like keep each other, whatever. So like, what are you looking at? Is somebody hearing me? It doesn't matter because everybody's gonna hear.
No,
Oh,
no, my dog was trying to get in the door.
is that noise? So like, I don't. Attachment was something that like she warned, but like it's beautiful, but like you are probably gonna need to like keep time and independence like purposely, right? Which is why when you said like podcast, I was like, yes. Like, yes, because if I wasn't doing this right now, I would be either on the phone, FaceTiming with her, like whatever it is. And I have a propensity to do that anyway, right? But to do it in this state, right? Like vulnerably and raw and having experiences like this, and like it's even more important, I think, to maintain like my friendships and my connections. And so we're being really intentional about that. So like today
Yeah,
she's at like yoga teacher training, and
she's a yoga teacher.
mhm, she will be, yeah. And
That's
like,
cool.
yeah, and like so she did her morning meditation, and after this I'm gonna go to I have a Sunday routine. I had a Sunday routine before I met her and before we stopped this, which was like after this, I would go get coffee, I would journal, and then I would go to my favorite Vietnamese restaurant and get stew, which is what I'll do today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
we're just like, I don't think we needed astrology to tell us that. But that was the kind of thing like, and I don't know. I'll send it to you. I wish I remembered more. Like, and she did like individual ones and then told us like how those things will interact. And the
Mhm.
individual one really rang true for me, um, in a lot of ways, which is what makes me be like I don't know why I'm so resistant to anything spiritual or existential. Right? It's like if it's not black and white and it's not like I can't see it, hear it, feel it, or smell it, like it doesn't exist. I know that that could potentially be a way that I've been protecting myself for a really long time, right? And I don't know. I don't know. But, like, it felt good to be in that space, so who cares? And it gave me some aha moments to think about in my work and when I journal today. Cool. Like, and why does everything have to have an explanation to have value? And I think that's what I'm, like, starting to, like, look at as like it almost feels like the next phase of this like growth pattern I've been in. I don't know. But
Yeah, we'll see. I've always been more of a spiritual person,
yeah.
and not really because like necessarily there's something that I've read or that I believe or teachings that, anything like that. I just feel that it's good to live a good life, be a good person, you know? I think that shit like that happens on the inside first. So like try to be as good and as happy as you can be on the inside, and then try to fucking let that shit radiate out. And
That's Buddhism.
so
Well, I've said
I
that
think it's sweet.
so many times. Why weren't you like, girl, that's Buddhism? Or like you should do yoga or all the shit that you've been doing all yeah, I know you did. Okay. I know. I know.
I was gonna say, I'm
I
pretty
know.
sure.
I know. I know.
I think
Um
I've even said more than a dozen times, like, you should try meditating.
yeah.
And then maybe you would have come to those conclusions yourself meditating.
Hey.
Who knows?
Maybe. I had to
Mhm.
do what I was gonna do and connect to people and feel like that was somehow significant and different from other people's experiences, which it wasn't. And it's just me coming out of this really repressive way of living. And that's shitty that it took this long. And it's wonderful that it's happening now. And so let's lean and I'm good. Like my relationships are better. I'm a better human and I feel better and people around me feel better. Like what? Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
question this, like, let's just keep doing this, and whatever comes into my life, let's explore it. Why do I have to discount it first? Why do I have to make fun of it first? Why do I have to find a reason why it's not okay first? Like, I don't know. I don't know why these things have been so, and I'm just thinking, like, Melissa just texted me and was like, "Oh, I found the fucking vegan episode." And I'm like, "God damn it. I don't think that way anymore." I don't even like, and I don't care. She'll be fine. That's what I'm saying, because she's fucking just grace incarnate. Like, this woman doesn't, like, she'll say, "Wow, that's just a journey that you have been on. And like, this is where you're at now." And like, and there's just,
Yeah, she'll probably be like, "Wow, it's great to see where you are at
and
and
where you are now.
where you."
Yeah. And that's the beauty of like this perspective and this kind of life and these kind of people. Like, and one thing that the
Mhm.
astrologer did say was, it's obvious that you have changed what you were seeking, right? Like, because like we gave her like the signs of the people who we dated before, and like how what ours looked like versus what those looked like, and like what we were looking for, and like my ego came up all over the place. Like, yeah, I know, and I'm just like, that's crazy. I know, or at least things that she was saying related to me in my experience with my ego, right, in my journey, and like all the things that I've been going through. But like, I don't even feel that way anymore. Like, I think one thing that we actually talked about a lot, like, after the experience with the Sangha and all of that, like, one thing that we talked about a lot, Melissa and I, was like, I God damn it. How many times did I say it?
Like 3.
Shit, really? Whatever. She said she didn't need one. I don't know.
Really? Okay. Hey, nobody listens to
That's
this
true.
but us.
That's true. We have no listeners. But the Melanie. I don't remember her name. Melanie was like, I think that the question I'm struggling with myself, like intrinsically, is like, why um I I believe that my care and my concern and my energy is limited, right? No fucks to give, right? I don't have enough fucks to give to animals when there are so many suffering humans, right? I don't have like there's how do I because everything, I always feel effective only if I can impact what's happening, right? So like, it's probably also why I have 3 friends. My value always sits in solution finding, right? It always has. And I don't have to do that. I don't actually have to
Yeah.
find a solution for every problem that I care about. I couldn't anyway, right? Like, and what solution am I finding for all the anger I've conjured over politics? Like, right? Like, no, I've ostracized a ton of people and I have made people feel like shit. Sure. And maybe I felt like they deserve it. And that's another thing. The concept of deserving, that's really fucking hard for me. And there's just like so much, there's just so much in this whole thing. And so the question really was like, I do care about animals. I do. I love them. You know that. Like, why can't I care? I don't want to know is one. I've not watched a single one of those fucking documentaries that you and her talk about. I know.
Bet.
And I know. And like, I think I've always resisted the feelings of powerlessness that brings up, right? So like, if I avoid it or I box it out or it's not part of my consciousness, then I don't need to be or feel hurt about it or angry about it or all the things. Um, I never really knew that there was an option of not feeling those things, still caring about it, and really just trying to put back out into space like more positive intentions. And somehow that actually being impactful to the people around me, who then could potentially impact the people around them. And these concepts are not new, right? But like, why they make sense now, got nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't even know that things either make sense or don't make sense. I think you just have to be in a place to accept them or not. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, I certainly was not. I mean, certainly
Hey man,
not.
whatever. I'm just a big believer in like whatever it is that makes people want to be better people.
Mhm.
And whenever they get there, it's just good that they got there. Because a lot of people never get there.
Most. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, because I'm me, right? And I can take any subject and beat it like a dead horse. Oh yeah, I can. And like, isn't there a privilege in that? Like, isn't there a privilege in me being in a place in my life right now that I can start to look at connection and compassion, and I can start to live life differently and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Sure, but what does that mean?
And it means that
Does that mean that you shouldn't do it because
No.
it's a privilege for you to be able to do it? Does
No.
that mean that
just recognition of
that mean that you feel like you should try to find a solution so that other people can do it because you were able to do it?
Yes. That one.
Goes back to that last
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow down, and I'm gonna have this very personal and me experience, and I'm gonna put love into the world, and I'm going to influence people. And hopefully one day that will get down to the 1,700 people sitting that I have treated in my career who are probably still sitting in homeless shelters. Like, I just, like, the injustice of the world in which we live, I don't know will ever be something that I can not become angry about. And I'll try, but like, I don't, I mean, not that I can't become angry. I can, even by Buddhist teachings, but like, I just,
I think the thing is you can't hold on to it for too long.
yeah,
You have to be able to let it go, otherwise you'll never find like internal happiness.
I know. Yeah.
You'll
Well, and yeah, and that's, I mean, that's exactly right. And so if that is the goal, and shouldn't it be? I mean, what was that?
It's Oliver's crying. He wants to come in.
Yeah. Oh, we can
You can hear?
Yeah, we can cut this off though. That's fine. We have probably too much at this point.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right.
Works for me.
Every week now?
Well, it was.
Or are we gonna like move to a different frequency?
Let's try every 2 weeks. I'm still really busy at work. Busy? It's like the end of July.
Mhm.
Hopefully after Japan, I'll be like, back for a while.
So because we'll be in Florida,
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could do a Florida episode if you want. And we can do it in different locations and whatever, like we kind of did Austin, but now we know what to do and what not to do. When I'm there, and then that will hit our every other week.
So let's play it by ear when you're here. And if it doesn't work out, then we've got the week after.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. I've got one of my stays went on my calendar, but it's in Japanese. I have no idea what it.
That's cool. I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna take vacation and that long on a plane, I'm gonna be obnoxious.
Yeah, I am a little worried about the travel time.
How long is it?
16 hours?
Is it Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see also that like they realized that like the American culture, but the Japanese culture is you don't have tattoos. Like men, women, everyone. You don't have tattoos because you can't get like a job. And there's like the tied to like the Yukos, what is it called?
Yeah. Gang
The
world.
gangster guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yakuza? Yakuza. So I think that's where I got the bad rap. And then like you couldn't get a job with tattoos. So then they look down on people that get tattoos because then they can't get jobs. And they're like, if you can't get a job and you got tattoos, you're not a good person.
Wow.
And
so you're gonna be a piece of shit over there.
But they know American culture doesn't matter. Like you can get a job with tattoos, so they don't really care when they see Americans with tattoos.
Got you.
They get it. But
Right. Because
But-
so
who knows if I go around braless and have a tattoo with tits on my arm.
chewing gum like a
We'll
real
see.
hooker.
And I'm gonna walk in front of my husband. What now?
Francis. How dare you?
I know.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
I don't even know if that's a Japanese culture thing.
That's how sensitive we are to, that's how culturally competent we are here at Social Threads. All 7.5 listeners. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go journal and have some coffee.
Yep.
And then
All right, enjoy your stew.
okay. I shall.
Bye.